Oh, okay.
Question.
Okay.
Question for y'all. Because I noticed nobody said the Timberwolves, and they made it to the Western Conference Finals the last 2 seasons. Is it that we don't trust their development and they could get over that hump? What is it about that team?
Does Rudy Gobert still wear? Does Rudy Gobert still wear a Timberwolves jersey?
It ain't Rudy. It's their leader. It's
Anthony Edwards. It's on
I don't think it's Rudy.
It's on AE, man. It's
No,
on
because Rudy disappeared for a lot of games in the playoffs.
He like offensively, but he still held it down defensively. How can you appear offensively on the Timberwolves team when Anthony Edwards has the presence that he has? And I don't say that in a glorifying manner. I think he takes the light away from Naz Reid. Naz Reid is a playmaker. And they had him in the forward position, and they moved him to like a guard. You saw him at the top of the key a lot. And that's where I think he really shines. He can create plays. He has great court vision. But so much attention is focused to Anthony Edwards, not because he's out. I mean, he's a good player, don't get me wrong. But I think if he was a better leader, he could make the guys around him better. And they don't have to work so hard to get their buckets and kind of just like wait their turn. That's the type of offense that the Wolves have. And I feel like that's why I hate to see them at fourth. I really do.
Now that, but first and foremost, they had the defending champs, of course, Oklahoma City Thunder, number 1 in the West. So that's obvious. Right? Their team is intact. They re-signed everybody. You know, they should be the favorites. They should have the number 1 spot. But I want to ask y'all, who do y'all think the biggest threat to OKC at the top for the West would be? You know, the additions of KD to the Rockets and, you know, the changes they made in Denver. You know, all of those things. This is how they got it stacked out. They got Denver number 2, Houston Rockets led by KD number 3, Anthony Edwards led Minnesota T-Wolves number 4, and the Clippers, the team that they're calling the Unction because they got all the Unks on their team. They got them number 5, but you don't see the Lakers. They're not respecting Luka and LeBron right now, and it's a couple of other teams that's kind of missing. But do you agree with this order? And who do y'all think the biggest threat to OKC is going to be in the West? Britne, since you went last time.
I'm trying to remember some of the moves that happened.
Just pull it from the front of your forehead.
Cam Johnson traded for Michael Porter Jr. to Denver. So they, you know, Michael Porter Jr. with that salary cap, they opened up a little bit of space, so they got a couple of more bench players to go with it as well. Of course, Rockets.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Good.
I'm done.
Oh,
Or do you agree with the order?
I'm gonna be straight up. If they stay healthy, and that's the problem, I think they're getting older, and health is a big issue. But I still think they're one of the deepest teams, and that's the Clippers. But that health is the biggest factor for me. I don't believe in Denver, in my opinion. You can say what you want. I don't really care about the one championship ring that they had. I'm big on consistency. But for me, it's going to be the Clippers. I just wish they would stay healthy. Like if Kawhi could play a whole season and that team stays healthy, that's a deep team. The depth on that team could compete with anybody, even OKC, and the experience on that team.
Bro, they got fat body suit James Harden. They got Kawhi. They got Zubac. Zubac go make All-Star next year.
Big Zoo.
If Embiid don't get healthy, if Embiid don't get healthy, Zubac's going to be the second best center in the league behind Jokic. I mean, like they just got to let him do more because he can do more. Yeah, they got Zubac, they got Harden, they got
tough five.
But I like Zubac. I think that go ahead, Mel.
No, go ahead.
I think that Rockets are going to be I think they're going to be an instant, competitor for OKC. I don't know that they're truly going to challenge the throne though, if that makes sense. So I think that I don't want to call them fake news, but I think that not LeBron, Kevin Durant is at a point in a stage, and he's at like a critical crossroads in his career. And so he's got to win this year or the next year. I think, people will stop considering, him to be like a true game changer for a team if he doesn't get them far. Like if he gets knocked out of the first round again, if he doesn't make a difference and at least take them to, second round Western Conference Finals, it's just, and so then the second team, I really wish it could be the Mavs, but I don't know when Kyrie's coming back, so I can't say. But if everybody were healthy on the Mavericks, they are the instant competitor for OKC because they have Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, and they have something to prove. That team has something to prove. Even the role players on that team, they want to prove that they can win it without Luka, that they just needed a better leader. They needed a better, group of players that were going to defend and be, rowing in the same direction. So I don't think there's really any other true competitors in the West. The Clippers they're not a real contender. They're going to be in that 5th seed. They're going to compete all season long. They're going to give us good basketball. But Kawhi Leonard, he's over. He's just over. I don't think that he's going to win another title in his career.
I like that Mavs take. I mean, even without Kyrie, Dominique, I like Britne said, I really do like the Clippers.
Stop trying to steal my thunder, man.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
Corey, you're just very cranky. Hold on. Can we address Corey's crankiness? Because
he ain't got no drink in his hand. That's the problem.
I've been laughing the whole show.
He got drink in his hand.
And I didn't even get the comment on the last topic.
You didn't, because you kept exiting out, and you and Britne didn't want to jump in here. You were over there drinking the smoke.
Y'all over there tag teaming that Spectrum Wi-Fi.
It's gone now.
He was smoking a drink over there, Chris.
He was smoking a drink. He was smoking a drink.
I am, man. I'm not cranky. I think the Mavs take was an excellent take, but when they get healthy,
look at his face. He's just an old man.
Wow, you stop it, Dominique. They just, who knows when Kyrie is gonna get back, and who knows who's gonna knock AD down and he's gonna stub his big toe and be out for 8 weeks. You just don't know. But I wish they would stay healthy. But I do like Houston. It's hard for me to.
I like Houston. I like Dallas too, bro.
I do. I love.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this.
As soon as they get healthy, they're gonna be all right.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this, man. The biggest threat to OKC this year is OKC.
It's OKC.
Hey.
The biggest threat. There's a reason why we haven't had a repeat champion since the 17-18 Warriors. The competition, once you become the hunted, the competition gets a little bit stiffer paws, and we know that OKC, some of the people that they have tend to have a health issue. They got lucky. Well, I won't say they got lucky. Injury is part of the game, right? But they were able to maintain a healthy roster. Like, their people got hurt, but they came back at the right time. What's to say that that's going to happen again, right? Chet has injury history. Jalen Williams has been dealing with some injuries. He was able to play through them, but you can see his game took a hit while dealing with said injuries. You know what I'm saying? And they did a good job by locking up this core for the next 3 to 4 years, right? They paid the big three. Love that for them. Honestly, I do, right? But then at the end of the day, also when it comes to health, it comes to payroll. So are these other guys, these role players, are they going to be willing to take a pay cut when it comes time to get paid? Is Alex Caruso going to understand my worth, or am I going to take a pay cut to get another ring? Is Lou Dort going to understand his worth or take a pay cut to get another ring? So at the end of the day, you have to deal with the fact that other teams are getting better because now they're game planning for you, because you're the big dog now. So you're the game plan. Every night somebody's game planning for you because you're the one we have to take out. So you have to deal with that. You have to manage the health issue that is prevalent in OKC, right? You have to manage that for 82 games plus however many because you're going to make the playoffs again. So you got to manage the 82 plus whatever games you play in the playoffs, right? And now it's going to be and we know the physicality ramps up in the playoffs, right? Can they make this run again? Can they do it again? As an OKC fan, I would love to see it happen. I would love to see it, but championship hangovers are real. Being the hunted is real, and health is real.
So what's your answer to the question?
OKC. OKC is the biggest threat to them repeating in the West.
Oh, okay.
Question for y'all. Because I noticed nobody said the Timberwolves, and they made it to the Western Conference Finals the last 2 seasons. Is it that we don't trust their development and they could get over that hump, what is it about that team?
Does
I
Rudy
love
Gobert
that.
still wear? Does Rudy Gobert still wear a Timberwolves jersey?
It ain't Rudy. It's their
Absolutely.
leader. It's their leader.
It's Anthony
I don't-
Edwards. It's
I was gonna say,
on
I don't
Ant
think it's
Edwards.
Rudy.
It's on AE, man. It's
So
on
No,
him.
because Rudy disappeared for a lot of games in the playoffs.
He
a
like
lot.
offensively, but he still held it down defensively. How can you appear offensively on the Timberwolves team when Anthony Edwards has the presence that he has? And I don't say that in a glorifying manner. I think
It's
he
true.
takes the light away from Naz Reid. Naz Reid is a playmaker. And they had him in the forward position, and they moved him to like a guard. You saw him at the top of the key a lot. And that's where I think he really shines. He can create plays. He has great court vision. But so much attention is focused to Anthony Edwards, not because he's out. I mean, he's a good player, don't get me wrong. But I think if he was a better leader, he could make the guys around him better. And they don't have to work so hard to get their buckets and kind of just like wait their turn. That's the type of offense that the Wolves have. And I feel like that's why I hate to see them at fourth. I really do. It's frustrating.
There's
The only
no
grab
reason.
they got was
There's no reason for Anthony Edwards to take more threes than Steph Curry in the season. Absolutely,
Absolutely
not.
not.
no.
I think she'll be a coach.
I don't think that it's I don't think the Timberwolves issue is Anthony Edwards' leadership. I actually think he's a pretty decent leader. He says the right things. He encourages his teammates. They seem to want to follow him. I don't think that he has bad leadership on his team. I do think that they don't have the best coach. He makes awful decisions down the stretch. And I think that Anthony Edwards, he was never a three-point shooter before this season. Before, where did he go? To the Olympics and get brainwashed by Steph Curry and LeBron James and the crew. His behavior completely changed during and post Olympics. And it is really just a true disappointment. And, I'm sad about, the trajectory of his career. I mean, he's got personal issues. And then on top of it, he's coming into the league with this kind of conduct, just like jacking up threes because one of his little buddies told him to do that. And it's just like, he even talked earlier in the season about advice that Michael Jordan gave him. And he's trying to turn it around. So in all fairness to Anthony Edwards and his leadership, he's trying to seek out counsel from the old heads. He's trying to find his game back and I guess the confidence to do what he was doing prior to the season, because this was a complete, I would say, 360 for Anthony Edwards, or 180 or whatever you want to call it. This is not his normal game, and it was a very disappointing season. I'm disappointed in him and the Timberwolves for allowing this, for perpetuating it, but I think that there's a lot of blame to go around for the Timberwolves. But also, to get to my main point, the Timberwolves are not a threat to anybody in the West because of who else is playing. They were in the Western Conference Finals. That wasn't a testament to what they've done. It was a testament to the state of the NBA and what the West Coast was last season. There was a bunch of depleted teams, and it was the matchups. They had the Lakers in the first round. They had the Warriors without Steph Curry. So when you take a look at their path to the Western Conference Finals this year, it was a little easier than the prior season where I felt like their team was playing better basketball because they didn't deserve to be there this season.
I think they'll get a little bit better if they got a leader in Mike Conley. But I think of course he's on his downward spiral as a player. He's past his prime, but they got Rob Dillingham out there. If they can figure out a way where they can get
It's downward what?
It's downward what?
What I say?
It's downward sparrow. That's a bird, my guy.
A downward sparrow.
Rob Dillingham.
You've never heard that before? You never heard somebody spiral under control?
Spiral.
It's downward spiral. You said
spiral.
sparrow.
North Carolina, dude.
You said downward sparrow.
I can try to say that name 5 times. Oh, that word 5 times in a row, and it's going to sound the same exact way.
No.
Mel, do you say salmon or salmon?
Probably both. Just depending on, just depending on if I feel like code switching. Listen, look
in
first
in the comments, they heard it. They heard downward sparrow, brother.
Well, my reading and my English is a little bit off. I thought that on the screen was Gay Darnell when I first saw it. So I mean, I was like, who's Gay Darnell and why is he watching the show?
Well, I have to say, Mel, Chris called it earlier. Chris called it perfectly earlier. Mel has the best language and grammar for CC0 fans.
Man, listen.
Hey, look, I'm looking at my
but-
phone. I can't wait. Our last topic, we go kind of touch a little bit of football, a little bit. I think the game is already over with Shadeur and LeBron James just tweeted. Let me tell you what LeBron James just tweeted.
No Diddy.
He tweeted, and I don't want to hear that it's only preseason BS, because if he was out there not going in, y'all would be on his ass about it. So give credit and grace, lames. Thanks, King James. Man, this dude threw 2 touchdowns. He got 113 quarterback rating. He was 11 for 18. I think he rushed for 122 yards. He was out there destroying.
122.
This the dude that said wasn't a good athlete. He was out there destroying, man. So shout out to Shadeur, man, and we'll get to that a little bit later. But
throw them wrist up for Shadeur, man. Throw them wrist up, man. Shout out to Shadeur.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, put him
throw
up
them
there,
wrist
man.
up, man.
For sure.
So y'all not gonna throw the wrist up. Y'all don't fuck with Shadeur. I all 4 of y'all. On the list.
Yeah,
on the
they're not. Yeah.